So we'll see how this goes. My voice died when we get to the activity, but hopefully it doesn't. Just bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys. Sorry, guys. I told you guys a story last time. I'm gonna tell you one this time. It's horrible. Back in high school, I was on the yearbook committee, and you can only be on the yearbook committee when you're a junior or a senior. And my senior year, I really wanted to be editor, but I had a friend and another girl who both wanted to be editors too. And instead of competing with them, I was just like, just let them do it. I don't really care. So the one girl who wasn't really my friend, she was always gone for sports because she played soccer. She was never there to do her job. My friend was always in the tech lab on her Kindle playing a game called 2048. It's really annoying. So they both never did their jobs, and we barely ever got anything done. So people came to me all the time asking me for help, and I'm like, well, I guess I am an editor now. So, hi, I'm Charity David, and I'm going to talk to you about the definitions and dimensions of leadership. Why do you need to know? It's important to know how leaders come to power and why they are necessary for success. I'm going to give you a brief preview of the differences between leaders and leadership, designated leaders, emergent leaders, and the importance of good leadership. First, I'm going to discuss the differences between leaders and leadership, and then talk to you about the two different kinds of leaders. So a leader, being a leader does not equal leadership, but they're intrinsically tied. According to an article titled A List of Differences Between the Term Leader and Leadership by Stella Vale and Demand Media on YourBusinessEasyCentral.com. I think I can put it up here. The term leader is a person who leads someone else or a group of people, and leadership refers to the methods and manner in which leaders lead. And then according to page 170 of our small group work in the real world textbook, A Practical Approach by Mark Stoller, Andrea Thorson, and Brian Hirayama, a leader is a designated or emergent person who is held responsible for the group's task or charge. So you might be wondering, what is a designated leader and what is an emergent leader? Designated means appointed or assigned, and emergent means achieve or earn. Thank you. So I'm going to explain in depth what designated and emergent leaders are. Designated, aka appointed or traditional. Most leaders are selected. Examples of leaders are designated leaders in small groups include teams, coaches assign a team captain, group assignments, teachers may assign a group leader, or working, someone might be promoted to leadership positions such as managers. Designated leaders have unique roles and responsibilities because of how they were selected. They have responsibilities to the group, and they're responsible for ensuring the group's success. When choosing a leader, it's important to be strategic and deliberate. You have to consider all the qualified candidates, test their abilities, take time, and choose whoever you think is best. But often designated leaders are chosen out of obligation or convenience. And it's likely that the wrong person will be chosen, but there's a slight chance that you'll actually choose the appropriate leader. And then designated leaders face a lot of adversity. If they're being appointed a leader in an already well-established group, they might face hostility from the person who took on the leadership role when they weren't there. Their leadership might be questioned. And they'll probably remain in power unless their leadership is questioned or someone else emerges as a better leader, and that'll lead them to step down or be demoted. There's also changes in group dynamics. Relationships change. It can either be positive or negative. It can cause conflict, jealousy. People might question their authority. They might go on power trips. And overall, it could be damaging to the group process unless they're good leaders. And in that case, the group will succeed. Expectations. They're expected to act and communicate like leaders, so they take on leadership roles. They dress like leaders. They take on more responsibility. They're more assertive, but in some cases they might not care about their subordinates or the people underneath them. They won't listen to other people's ideas. So they could take on good or bad roles that affect their leadership. And now, emergent leaders. according to an article called Appointed and Emergent Leaders, Competence, Commitment, and Respect on technopartners.com, an emergent leader develops organically from within a group or team, either because the group is not a team or because the appointed leader is not performing. Emergent leaders evolve because of the need. They have a can-do mindset but are not individual contributors. They can establish an environment for motivating others to build accountability mutually. Emergent leaders can evolve anywhere in the enterprise where there is a need. So they see a need and they fill a need. Then there are contributing factors to being a leader. They have a level of expertise or experience with a given task, the efficiency and quality of their work, their communicative practices and behaviors, their passion and enthusiasm for a task, the inability of a current leader to effectively lead the group, and other skills and abilities. And these can all be found on page 172 of your small group work textbook. And one really important thing to know about emergent leaders is they have organic leadership, which means they're not chosen, they rise up basically from the ground, and they're better received because they have power from within, and they're positively perceived, respected, and accepted more so than designated leaders are. But they also face obstacles like designated leaders do. They could be resented by designated leaders, they could have role conflict with other people within the group, and they could face alienation. But regardless of how someone comes to power, they can either ensure success or failure. They can shape group culture, and they can cause people to either imitate their actions in a good way or a bad way. So if they're motivated and competent, they'll inspire their other group members to be motivated and competent. But if they're lazy and they procrastinate and they just don't do whatever, then other group members will see that and be like, well, the leader's not doing what they should do, so I don't have to do either. And that's why it's really important to be a good leader. I'm sorry that this is shorter than it's supposed to be, it's just really hard to talk. So regardless of how someone enters the group, they can ensure success or failure, they can shape the group culture, and like I said, they can imitate. So today we discussed the differences between leaders and leadership, what a designated leader is and what they do and face, what an emergent leader is and what they do and face, and the importance of having good leaders. So remember, leaders arise in different ways. Good leaders are necessary for success. Leaders come to authority in different ways, but regardless of how they are selected, they are necessary for a group success. Leaders are really important. They're an important aspect of a group dynamic. They come to authority in different ways, and they can either ensure a group's failure or success. If you find yourself in a leadership position and want to be a great leader, then you need to lead by example, point the group in a positive direction, and seek the best outcome for everyone in order to ensure success. So we're going to do an activity. I want you to think about the qualities you want in a leader, and I have little papers we're going to pass out, and I want you guys as a group to draw what you think your ideal leader will be, and then I'm going to make you share with the class.